Basketball, they want to work inside, outside, but they're starting on perimeter right now.
Izzy Baker has that one erased by Nate Bittle. But it falls into the hands of Ben Gregg. Has the hot hand right now, scoring all 5 points so far for Clackamas, but whistled for a travel trying to step through. Gregg rips down the rebound. One of the leading rebounders returning from the Les Schwab. Here is a 5A team. They're in the Midwestern League, but this 5A classification in Oregon as Bittle gets the follow through, put back, dunks it home. Nate Bittle is down to Hunter Chubb. Nice hesitation move for Hunter over the block attempt from Gregg. You can tell he affected that one, but can't affect that dunk from Nate Bittle. Gets his second throw down in a matter of minutes.
That's what happened. If you're guarding drives, easy drives and lay-ins right now, this will start to tighten up.
Head coach for Clackamas in his third year is Cameron Mitchell, previously an assistant at Whitworth University. Like Ben Gregg, things start to look up pretty quickly. Although they get the turnover there, Nate Bittle in transition, and there's no way that anybody's going to stop him in that sort of situation.
To build his skill set. You know, he's not a typical back-to-the-basket big. See right now from both teams, you see Bittle just in the paint. He's big, and this is what we talked about. You can't teach 6'11". No. You can't teach it. You get the ball up on the glass, he's going to get it every single time. That's why he's so highly ranked.
Now guarded by Ben Gregg, gives it up. Into the corner, sets his screen. Vrains tries to go back to Bittle. Good two-man game, and Bittle finishes it off.
Great two-man game.
Lead for 19 seconds of the first quarter, but Ben Gregg gallops back into the backcourt after hitting that triple, but the lead does. Over to Nate Bittle, steps out the range for three, can't get it. Ben Gregg tries to one-hand the rebound, but can't control. Vrains up high to Bittle, comes down with it and flushes.
He makes the game so easy.
Almost looked like that ball was off of Clackamas, but they get the ball. Blake Eaton applying the pressure. Ben Gregg misses the mid-range. Pass up ahead to Edwards. Stops, pops, and hits.
Defensive end, which is awesome.
Jaden Vrains drives the lane. Can't get it to go. Nate Bittle the putback. The foul on Ben Gregg, and Nate Bittle gets the bucket with the foul. Back on the baseline. Vrains finds Edwards trying to go post to post. Nate Bittle steps out for a 16-footer and gets the roll. Hung on that front rim.
Has to step in, get position, give him the basketball.
Vorobets a hard drive to the basket. Couldn't quite turn his hips and score that one off the right side of the glass. Nate Bittle, a skip pass almost over the head of Vrains. Jumps up to collect it, drives the lane, gives it right back to Bittle, who never moved. Would have had a chance to hit scores to get up to double digits. He's got 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting.
You know, as coach says, he knows the intricacies of the games. You can just see he knows how to play. Yeah. He knows when it's there, when it's not. Very smart player.
Nate Bittle double teamed on the perimeter, finds Edwards, lefty hook, rims out.
Possibly getting the pick, the roll to Nate Bittle.
Nate Bittle does roll away. They look for him up high, almost too high, but not quite too. They trail by 4. Braden Ray almost got the steal on Horsley, but then Crater does get the steal, and Nate Bittle in transition. He's a speedster for being 6'11". Hoop Salem in the AAU circuit is able to get his buckets as Ben Gregg tries to go up high and is rejected. Bittle gets up for the block, then a good box out by Baker, but Bittle is still able to score it unhanded, and Clackamas gets a second chance point. Bittle goes the other way, is true on that three-pointer, and Crater goes back up by 8 this third quarter. But Clackamas has kept it close, up 46-40. Nate Bittle set shot right off the pass, and he can score from anywhere.
Basketball is basketball at every level.
Ben Gregg off the mark on that three-pointer and tipped out of bounds. Played a lot of basketball for the West Coast Elite team in the Under Armour circuit. As Ben Gregg nearly gets the ball, and Bittle comes back with it ahead to Kruger Edwards, who falls hard on his back going up for that.
They play so many games, as we talked about. They have to remain loose and agile, as we see Bittle with a big block.
Or it may be, depends on the conference a little bit, but 2 games a week, you got time to rest in between. But the Les Schwab is way different with back-to-backs 4 games in a row, and so things like that can help. You know, it's still early, and they've only done a little bit of it, so you won't necessarily see a huge impact yet, but just a little with it. Needing some big stops as Ben Gregg tries to gamble on the steal, doesn't get it. A little bit of a shove off, but no foul is called, and knocks down the deep 2-pointer.
I think the Cavs, Coach
in this ball game, but on the floor in the final possession of the third period, up by 5. Vrains finds a lane, gets one man up in the air, finds Bittle. Why not go to him at the end? Stolen away by Jaha. Good pump fake, tries to get it to Edwards down low. Bittle left open for three, can't leave him with a three-point attempt. 36 points now today for Crater on 16 of 22 shooting. Has a double-double as well, wants to go for 39, and why not? 39 points, 4 three-pointers, 11 rebounds. Nate Bittle has lived up to the hype so far in the Les Schwab Invitational. Pretty good Clackamas team, then Crater has looked hard to stop.
You just look at the footwork. That's what we talked about earlier, being able to come off.
His name as well, just 4 rebounds on the day, while Bittle has 11 boards. And how about 41 points now for Nate Bittle on an easy layup up high for the 6'11 center.
The sense of urgency that coach is looking for just isn't there right now.
Nate Bittle swats that one away, and it leads to not just a layup, but a Hunter Chubb dunk off the backboard.
Tim Black here, Nate Bittle. Nate, awesome performance tonight, 41 points, around about 9-10 rebounds. How did you feel coming into this tournament tonight?
I felt great. I mean, my team, we team bond like every morning. This morning, we walked into our coach's room. We watched film for about an hour, hour and a half. Just a team bond, like that's what we do every morning, and like just coming out here with my teammates. I mean, we all play together, share the ball well. I mean, I got off to a cold start, finished good. It's just like my teammates get me going. If I'm down, they pick me up. If they're down, I pick them up. It's just like my teammates are just great to me.
Yeah, that's what we talked about on air today. We talked about it's not just about you. They could very easily throw the ball to you and just say, hey, get out the way and move. But your ability to play as a team, to look for your teammates, you guys are friends on the court, but also off the court.
Yeah.
What do you attribute not just your success, but your team's success to?
I mean, my team is just great. Like I said, I mean, Hunter Chubb, he's one of the best knockdown shooters in 5A. Kruger, crazy athlete, great defense. I know at the end he was locking Ben up. I mean, like, it's just our team. I mean, we share the ball. Like in practice, we try to go 10 times before we can score, 10 passes before we can score one time. And we'll have wide open layups and stuff. We'll be like, Coach, why can't we score? We want to get 10 passes, get our teammates involved before we start scoring.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It all showed tonight. We appreciate what you gave the fans today. You stepped up, showed why you are ranked where you are, and why the offers are there. Congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.